Hey everybody, it's Barbara, and today we're going to be making a healthy and nutritious dish that you can start including in your repertoire so you can start leading a healthy, happy life through the inclusion of fantastic food. So here we have quinoa. If you're not familiar with quinoa, this is a great grain to have in your cupboard. It's gluten-free, it has loads of nutrition, so it has magnesium, manganese, folic acid, and iron, but its main claim to fame is that it's a great source of complete protein. So vegetarians and vegans have a little bit of a challenging time getting their protein needs met because they don't eat animal protein, and if they're vegans, they don't eat dairy either. By including quinoa in their diet, they are getting their protein needs met, and if they do that on a regular basis, they're covered, which is fantastic. The other main ingredient is this turmeric. It's a spice in the ginger family, and look at that beautiful color. It gives that color to the food that you prepare with turmeric, but it has enormous health benefits. The main health benefit that turmeric that I want to draw your attention to is that it has great cancer fighting properties. So it has been shown to help prevent prostate cancer, breast cancer, and leukemia. As importantly, it's also been shown to help protect from the metastasis of cancer, so it keeps cancer from spreading, which is highly important. It's also been shown to have liver detoxification properties. It has anti-inflammatory properties, making it a good painkiller. It has also been used as a prevention for Alzheimer's disease, and in China it's commonly used for the treatment of depression. So that's also fantastic to have and start including in your culinary skills and your culinary set. So look at turmeric. You can look up some other recipes online that you can include with that. Other ingredients of this dish include cilantro, almonds, and if you've watched my videos before, you know I'm a huge fan of almonds. They have anti-inflammatory properties, they help with cholesterol, cancer-fighting properties. We're going to use coriander, and coriander is essentially ground cilantro seeds, parsley, lemon juice, and olive oil. So this dish is going to be made over on the stovetop, so join me over there. So we start with a hot pan, and I've already put a little bit of olive oil in there, and then we're going to add our spices first. So you want to add the coriander and the turmeric first to make it fragrant. So we're going to do a teaspoon of each, approximately. I use a little bit of extra turmeric because I find it's such a healthy thing to eat that I want to eat as much of it as possible. So I like it a little bit stronger. So now we're going to stir that around and let that become a little bit aromatic. And once you start to smell the fragrance of those spices, then you add the quinoa. So it's a cup of quinoa. We're going to add that in. And we're going to saute that until you hear the popping sound. So when quinoa starts to cook, it kind of pops slightly like in the way popcorn pops. So you want to kind of saute it until you hear that popping sound. So there it is, it's starting to pop. If you listen closely, you might be able to hear it. Yep, there it is. It's pretty cool. It's like tiny little popcorns popping. It's really cute. So now once it starts doing that, I'm going to let that do that for a minute. And now we add 2 cups of water. And the water should be hot already, so it doesn't cool the pan down and slow the cooking process. So 2 cups of hot water. Pinch of salt. Again, always use sea salt. A couple of pinches. Stir it. Cover it. And then let it sit for about 15 minutes under average heat, like medium heat, and you're going to let it absorb. So it's going to take about 15 minutes for that to cook, so we'll be back and we'll finish it up in a minute. So now it's been cooking for about 10-15 minutes and it's absorbed all the liquid, and if you see, it's got this beautiful, great, rich color from the turmeric, and there's little tiny tails, like a halo effect around the main grain. That's when you know that it's done. So now that it's done, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. So we add our chopped almonds, mix that in. We add our cilantro, and you can chop up the cilantro. I kind of like it big like that because I find that it'll eventually absorb some of the moisture and it'll wilt down on its own rather than chopping it up. And then we'll add the parsley. And I like lots of herbs, so I kind of go for it. You don't necessarily have to add as much as me, but again, once it starts to absorb some of the moisture from the quinoa, it will wilt down a little bit by the time you go to serve it. And then we add the juice of half a lemon. Mix that in. And now we have this amazing, delicious dish that you can make literally in 15 minutes to accompany any side dish. I mean, as a side dish for any main meal, if you want to have like fish or chicken, or if you're a vegan or vegetarian and you want to make this your main meal, fantastic. Just have it with a bowl of soup. So there you are. Now, one thing I think is important to mention, if you haven't already noticed, the best possible way to heal your body is through the inclusion of healthy foods in your diet. There is no healing to be found in a single pill. There's no drug in the world that's going to restore you to health. The best way to heal your body and to prevent disease is through the inclusion of incredibly healthy food in your diet. You cannot expect to eat junk food and then be healthy by taking medication to override whatever it is that you're creating in your system from food. Food is an opportunity 3 times a day to increase your vitality, to improve your well-being, to prevent disease, or it's an opportunity 3 times a day to create disease because of the things that you're eating. Choose to eat healthy foods. As you see, it doesn't take long. It's incredibly colorful and beautiful. It's a creative endeavor, and it can add richness to your life, not just in the quality of the food, but just because you're doing something on a regular basis to nourish your health and well-being. So if you want more recipes like this, if you're looking for ways to include healthy recipes into your life and your diet because you want to maximize your well-being, absolutely check out my blog, rootsandseeds.com. I have loads of videos on there. I have recipes that are in written form, so however you prefer to get your information, it's on there. If you want more information about me or my nutrition practice, check out my website at barbaramendeznutrition.com. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below because I do love hearing from you, and you can follow me on Facebook or Twitter. Thanks so much and have a great day.